It's another awesome day, and welcome to our session today. Today, we'll continue on our series on workplace peak performance, and the topic we'll be handling today is our critical soft skills. Critical soft skills. Why do we put critical? We put critical because they are essential, they are synchronous. Okay, they are veritable panaceas, that without which. So now I want to start by saying that core skills can get you hired, but you require soft skills to get promoted and to accelerate your career. So core skills, critical skills can get you hired, but you require soft skills to get promoted and to accelerate your career. So if your aim is to accelerate your career, then draw your chair and let's go. Now, what are the I just want to, there are about 10 of them, but I will just take five now. Maybe subsequent sessions, we'll look at the rest. So, the first one we want to look at is communication, which is critical, which is paramount. Now, what's communication? Your communication is the ability to convey thoughts or ideas from one person or the other. Now, basically, communications are usually 7% of your words, like you're hearing me, or 38% of the tonality with which you speak the words, and 55% body language, gesticulation, and gestures. So, you can now see that, like they used to say, that you could be in a place and they would just give themselves signs and sell you off. You now know that body language is a powerful indication of communication than even the words that you speak. Having said so, one of the things you must understand is the fact that there is effective communication, and that is your ability to communicate in context. By context, I mean your ability to convey exactly your intent in a manner that it is received in the way you have intended it. And there are sequences to that. But the essence of this is not to teach communication, is to let you know that communication is one critical soft skill that you need to do what? To get promoted and accelerate your career. Now, what are the pointers or indicators? So you can look up critical skill, but the pointers and indicators is that you must listen actively. Pay attention to listen, not because you want to respond or reply, but you want to listen to understand. So when someone is speaking to you, be patient enough, cultivate the habit of listening to understand. All right? Speak positively. If it's in the church, you will say, let your words be seasoned with salt to them that hear. So anytime you need to speak, speak positively, things that will lift up people's spirits and all that. Then use your body language effectively, because for by what I know and practice, I always see what you're not saying. That's the way I'm going to put it. So the second one is persuasion. That ability to convince people to take your own position on something, but for their own benefit anyway. Because if it's not for their benefit, it becomes manipulation. So you need to discover what really matters to people when you want to persuade people on any side, either your internal customers, external customers. You need to know what matters to people. It's very critical. You need to tell a compelling story. This compelling story takes care of their interests, their fears, their inadequacies, that which you know that people will be interested in. Then you need to communicate clearly. There's no ambiguity. Keep it simple as much as possible. So, communicate persuasions just have to be compelling. So I'm telling you to go and study the act of persuasion. Very important. You need to have empathy. Now you're having this empathy because you need to show genuine interest in people actually. All right. You need to see from people's perspective. It's not just about you and what you think and what you believe. Then you should be supportive, as a matter of fact. Supportive, you know, just being there for people. Then negotiating or negotiation skill, you need to understand other people's needs. Now, Those days we were being taught marketing, we were told that you don't sell to a client who doesn't have a need. You need to understand people's need, either as your internal customers or external customers. You need to understand need. You need to know your worth. Now, why do you need to know your worth? If you don't know your worth, you can't stand your grounds. And if you can't stand your grounds, both assertiveness, confidence, everything will be eroded. And you need to know what you can offer. Okay, now it's all about win-win, in the sense that whenever you're negotiating either internally or externally, you must make it win-win, so that you don't win, the other person loses, as a matter of fact. Then the last but not the least is relationship building, rapport building, because you can't do it alone. You must work in a team, and part of working in a team is to have a relationship base. So offer help freely. Whatever you know you can do for anyone, don't hold back. Give freely. Be selfless. Be altruistic. All right. Then, in the process of this, find common grounds. Always find common intersections of interest between you and people, either internally or externally. And finally, add value before asking. Before you demand value from people, give value to them. So that's where we're going to end it here. Till I come your way again. Do have a lovely day. Bye for now.